That was fun. Excellent job there by Brian Myers. I love talking to the pro wrestlers via Zoom. That's the first. They're always great. Always great interviews. That's the first time that I've been able to do it face to face, like unless they've been in studio. I mean, I've had several wrestlers in studio, but the Zoom makes it so easy. He was really good. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And again, Impact Wrestling next week, Friday and Saturday. I think I'm gonna try and go Friday nights. It's here. It's in Pembroke Pines, really close to me. Winter Warfare, Ticketmaster.com. And of course, all guests who join ZASLOW Show 2.0 are brought to us by Johnny Cuba. You know, it's a refreshing German lager in a can. European roots with a Caribbean soul. Johnny Cuba's a lifestyle brand. Come on. And you go out right now, Sedano's, Winn-Dixie, Presidente. You get yourself a six-pack of Johnny Cuba. I can't wait till the show's over today. I can go right out back if I want. I'll sit on my patio right by my pool, ZASLOW Mansion backyard. Crack open a can of Johnny Cuba. Yo, pass me a Johnny. That's what I would say if my wife was home. But she's not home, so I'm just going to do it by myself. I sit over there, crack open a Johnny Cuba. Go pick up a six-pack right now. You got special holiday prices on six-packs. And you know I love hot sauce. Oh, man. My guy Juan, he said to me when we were talking about Johnny Cuba, yo, ZASLOW, do you like hot sauce? Do I like hot sauce? I love hot sauce. Well, hey, you got Johnny Cuba hot sauce made from selected Caribbean habanero peppers. That's what I'm talking about. I'll put hot sauce on everything, all right? So, Johnny Cuba, that's our beer. Go pick up yourself a six-pack, and remember, stay tranquilo. All guests on ZASLOW Show 2.0 are brought to us by Johnny Cuba. All right, so Dolphins were just a few days away. This is a huge weekend for your favorite football team. You know this. My favorite little football team, your favorite little football team. You got the Panthers back in action tonight. I have no confidence in them. They are in Vancouver tonight. They are not fun to watch anymore. Here's the thing. Here's the part that's so frustrating. We're a niche. It's kind of a niche sport, hockey, but to be sure, we're a niche market. And even though the way last season ended was so disappointing, I was so angry. That's because I'm a hardcore Panthers fan. The Panthers, even though they've been around for 30 years now, I think this is year number 30, even though the Panthers have been around for 30 years now, they are still struggling to grab that fan base, to get their attention. Hardcore fans like me, you got me no matter what. Even when the team stinks like right now. Even all those years the team stinks. You got me. I'm not going anywhere. But to get that casual fan and hook them forever, last season was that kind of season. Not just because they were awesome and they scored the most, they had the most points. They were the President's Cup winner. But it was the style of play. They scored the most goals. They were fast and they were super exciting. And I understand Paul Maurice comes in. It's like, you can't play like that to win in the playoffs. Okay. But we can't completely abandon that style of play where we went from a team that was so fun and just kicking the shit out of teams, especially at home, to now we're boring. We don't win anymore. And just like, it's not a fun style. And in this market, when you were on the verge, like they were so hot and you're going to capture these new fans, and now to just completely abandon that style of play, and now we're boring and losing, it's such a killer for this market. It's such a killer. It's so frustrating what's happened to this team. And I'm not like an expert when it comes to coaching and coaching styles and scheming and all that stuff. But it really seems like Paul Maurice has ruined this team. It really does. So I have no faith in them tonight. And it's a lose sleep game because it's at 10 o'clock. Really frustrating, man. Let's get to big deal or not a big deal. That's not frustrating. All right, big deal or not a big deal. Every close of the show, we tell you if it's a big deal or if it's not a big deal. I'll tell you what's a big deal. You want to know what a big deal is? This Sunday, come and join me at Briny Irish Pub. BrinyPubPompano.com. That's my new spot for watching Dolphin games. That's a big deal. Come join me this Sunday, 4 o'clock. Dolphins, 49ers. How about this? The first 10 people that come up and say what's up to your boy, come right up to me. You dap me up. First 10 people will come up to say what's up. Beer on me. How about that? Beer on me. First 10 people this Sunday, Dolphins 49ers, who come dap me up. Come say hello. Come say what's up. First beer on me. That's right. Briny Irish Pub. BrinyPubPompano.com. The world's greatest upscale dive bar. So easy to get to. Atlantic Boulevard, take it all the way to the ocean. Don't crash into the ocean. Park by the ocean. And right there, Briny Irish Pub. By the way, this Saturday, 10 a.m., United States, Netherlands, World Cup watch party. World's greatest upscale dive bar. Come hang out this Sunday, Dolphins 49ers. Like I told you, BrinyPubPompano.com. But you come say what's up to me. First 10 people come say hello on Sunday, Dolphins 49ers. First beer on me, on your boy. That's a big deal. That's how we start. Big deal, not a big deal. That's a big deal. All right. Big deal or not a big deal? I was kind of late to the party on this one. I just saw it yesterday. I want to make sure we give it some love. So the Detroit Lions, Amon-Ra St. Brown, receiver. You know who he is. Had a great rookie year. But also, how about giving us great ZASLOW channel material? Now, you know what ZASLOW channel is. That's all the videos, the sappy videos that make us feel good. It's kids adopting a puppy. It's step-parents adopting their kids. It's military family reunions. You know the drill. It's a deaf kid who gets the hearing aids and can hear for the first time. ZASLOW channel, it's your one-stop shop for the best videos, all right? You'll fall down a rabbit hole real quick on the ZASLOW channel. I'm still looking for funding. Get at me. All right, but Amon-Ra St. Brown providing the excellent ZASLOW channel material. Here he is before the game, going up and meeting what he says is his biggest fan, going up and meeting this kid who was recently diagnosed with cancer, hugging, taking pictures, the kid's crying. Give this a listen.
What's up, bro? How you doing? What's your name? All right, Lucas. Lucas, nice to meet you. Yeah. Nice to meet you.
He just was diagnosed with cancer a couple weeks ago.
Okay. Yes, sir, of course. Yes, sir. Yeah. There you go. Yes, sir. Take care, bro. Yeah. All right, Lucas. Take care, man. You got it. Nothing can stop you, all right?
Yeah, come on. That's a big deal. What else do I got to add to that? Nothing can stop me. That's right, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Good on you, man. You made that kid, you didn't make his day, you made that kid's life. Great job at Amon-Ra St. Brown. I'm a fan now. That's a big deal. Big deal or not a big deal? How about the Cover 2 podcast? So the Cover 2 podcast is with cousins Patrick Peterson and Bryant McFadden. Bryant McFadden's been a regular guest on ZASLOW Show. We should have him on ZASLOW Show 2.0 sometime soon. But all things covered with Patrick Peterson and Bryant McFadden. So their most recent episode, now Patrick Peterson used to play for the Cardinals. And Bryant McFadden doesn't play anymore. And Patrick Peterson said on the show, they were talking about Kyler Murray. It kind of stinks, right? But they were talking about Kyler Murray. Quote, Kyler Murray don't care about nobody but Kyler Murray. That's just a matter of fact. And this was Peterson and McFadden. They were discussing about how Cliff Kingsbury is going to wind up being fired. He's going to be the scapegoat as a result of everything that's going on right now. And then in a tweet that was posted from All Things Covered, Kyler Murray then responded on Twitter with, quote, this isn't true. You on some weird shit. Patrick Peterson, you got my number. If you really felt like this as a big bro or mentor, you're supposed to call me and tell me, not drag me so your podcast can grow. Okay, hold up. If he's supposed to call and talk about it with you instead of it being on the podcast, what's going to be on the podcast? The podcast is for him and Bryant McFadden to talk about things and the way that they feel, and the league, and players in the league, and the teams. If we're just calling everybody instead of talking about it on the pod, like does Kyler Murray understand how podcasts work? This is not a big deal because Kyler Murray seems a bit naive, and also Patrick Peterson and Bryant McFadden are 100% right. Kyler Murray, besides that he's not very good, Kyler Murray absolutely gives off the vibes that Kyler Murray cares about Kyler Murray, and that's it. All right, it's not a big deal. Number 3. Big deal or not a big deal? LeBron James yesterday. Here's LeBron James after their game last night against the Blazers. The Lakers won a rare win for the Lakers. And here is LeBron James after the game. He's a former Cowboys fan now, he claims. Now, we all know LeBron James, he's bankrupt as a sports fan. Totally bankrupt. You look at all the teams that he loves. It's all the teams that were the best in the 90s when he was a kid. So he's a totally bankrupt sports fan. But he's not a Cowboys fan anymore because he doesn't like some of the things about Jerry Jones, standing for the anthem, that kind of deal. And he's very upset right now because Jerry Jones has been in the... Well, Jerry Jones is always in the news, it seems. But Jerry Jones has been in the media, in the news lately because there has been a picture of him circulating from back in like 1950 when he was a 14-year-old kid. And he's like an onlooker there while black kids, it's during segregation, and while black kids are like not being allowed in the school. It's in Alabama, I believe. Like that's where Jerry Jones went to school. It's in high school, obviously. He's 14 years old. But it's right in the thick of segregation, a really terrible time in our country. And that picture's been circulating. And so it's been a topic recently. Here is LeBron James after his game last night.
I was thinking when I was on my way over here, I was wondering why I haven't gotten a question from you guys about the Jerry Jones photo. But when the Kyrie thing was going on, you guys were quick to ask us questions about that.
Okay.
Hold on. And I don't even want you guys to say nothing. When I watched Kyrie talk and he says, I know who I am, but I want to keep the same energy when we're talking about my people and the things that we've been through. And that Jerry Jones photo is one of those moments that our people, black people, have been through in America. And I feel like as a black man, as a black athlete, as someone with power and a platform, when we do something wrong or something that people don't agree with, it's on every single tabloid, every single news coverage. It's on the bottom ticker. It's actionable every single day. But it seems like to me that the whole Jerry Jones situation photo, and I know it was years and years ago and we all make mistakes, I get it. It seemed like it's just been buried under like, oh, it happened. Okay, we just move on. And I was just kind of disappointed that I haven't received that question from you guys. Appreciate
All
it.
right, so where do we start? I think here's where we start. Now, this is a big deal because LeBron's just dumb. LeBron is, let's get it straight. And the media is always out to get everyone. It's this nefarious plan. You know, I get bullet points. Here's a little secret. I get bullet points every morning as a member of the media. I get bullet points every morning about the things we are supposed to talk about and the things that we're not supposed to talk about. And we're out to get everyone. Here's where we're going to start. So LeBron wants the NBA media to talk to him about an NFL owner. That's what he wants. He wants NBA media to ask questions about an owner in a different sport. That's what we're talking about. Now, maybe my recollection is wrong, but I don't remember a single question being posed to anyone in the NFL about Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving's in the NBA. NBA players are going to be asked about that situation. Jerry Jones is in the NFL. Jerry Jones has been asked about it. It's been talked about. He mentioned how he talked about the picture, said he was curious. That's what it goes back to. It's been talked about and continues to be talked about in the NFL. If LeBron James wants to open things up, this is where it's stupid. If LeBron James wants to open things up where we're going to ask him, we're going to keep that same energy. Well, we're going to ask him about everything and anything. Hey, LeBron, make sure you answer questions about China. Like, LeBron's never going to live the China thing down. It's always going to be a terrible look for him. He's never going to live it down. And if LeBron wants to be asked about everything and anything, wants the media to have that same energy that they had for Kyrie Irving, you know, an NBA player who you played with in your sport, then, hey, somebody's asking about China today. Let's talk about it, right, LeBron? Let's do it. Let's talk about it. And here's another thing. if LeBron thinks it's remotely the same thing, a picture of a 14-year-old from 70 years ago, right in the middle of segregation, a terrible time in our country. If you think that's the same thing as a grown man in Kyrie Irving in the year 2022 refusing to denounce anti-Semitism, you're lost. You're lost, LeBron. You're lost. So, this is a big deal because now LeBron has totally opened up Pandora's box and he could be asked about anything and everything. Just a dummy. And that right there is another edition of Big Deal or Not a Big Deal. All right. Are we going to stay up for the Panthers game tonight? 10 o'clock start. Oh, man, down 2-0. I got to shut that baby off. I get tired. Anyway, can we start the show today with tomorrow with a Panther win? Can we start tomorrow with a Panthers win? It's a Heat game day. It'll be a football Friday. We'll be just a couple sleeps away from Dolphins taking that 49er ass. Come on. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. All right. Good job by Brian Myers joining us. Love having the wrestlers on Impact Wrestling next Friday and Saturday, December 9 and 10. Ticketmaster.com right here in Pembroke Pines. Thanks to everybody involved in putting together a great show today. You all did excellent work. We'll talk to you on ZASLOW Show 2.0 tomorrow. You know what that means.